PayPal just made one of its biggest moves yet, and this one could change crypto adoption forever. We're talking about PayPal links just announced today, a new way to send money as easy as sending a text message. But here is the kicker. It doesn't just stop at dollars. PayPal is directly plugging in Bitcoin, Ethereum, and stablecoins like PYUSD. And even Hedera's HBAR is showing up in PayPal's patents. Add to that an XRP ETF, the first launching this week. XDC showing up at Wall Street on the NASDAQ. Algorand teaming with monsters like Mastercard and more for humanitarian aid. Folks, this is what mainstream adoption looks like. So let's break it down. I want to start with the PayPal links announcement. You guys can check out this article, PayPal ushering in a new era of peer-to-peer payments, reimagining how money moves to anyone, anywhere. And, imagine a future where you open the PayPal app, you create a one-time personalized payment link, you drop it in a text or a DM or an email, your friend taps that link and boom, the payment goes through instantly, and it's leveraging crypto as the rails. This is not too far off. Obviously, PayPal just announcing this today. Each link is going to be private, tied to a specific transaction, and expiring after 10 days if unclaimed. The sender can cancel or send reminders, and once accepted, the funds hit the recipient's PayPal balance account immediately. Right now, they aim to roll this out in the United States with expansion to the UK, Italy, and other markets later this month. And very soon, crypto transfers will be enabled. Bitcoin, Ethereum, PayPal, USD. And we know that Bitcoin, Ethereum are just the first ones through the door. I am assuming that more are in the pipeline. So this isn't just adding a new button to PayPal. This is literally PayPal embedding crypto into the same application flow that hundreds of millions of users already know how to use. This is chipping away at the iceberg of mainstream adoption. Let's talk scale of PayPal here. Some of the numbers surrounding PayPal. They have 434 million active accounts globally right now. That's consumers and merchants combined. In 2024, PayPal processed $1.68 trillion in total payments volume across 26 billion transactions. They operate in over 200 markets, and they connect to 36 million merchants. The average PayPal transaction is about $64, and they generated $31.8 billion in revenue last year. That's the sandbox that cryptocurrency just stepped into for peer-to-peer payments. So imagine if just 1% of PayPal users started sending crypto through links, that's over 4 million new crypto users overnight. If it's 5%, that's 20 million new crypto users, more than the active user base of Coinbase is what we're talking about here. This is why PayPal's announcement is bigger than just a feature. It's a potential mass onboarding event for crypto. Now, I want to highlight the power of stablecoins within this as well. I believe, and I've said this before, stablecoins are the bridge between traditional finance, the mass populace out there, and the crypto native niche user base that currently exists. Cryptocurrencies behave like the dollar, but they move on blockchain rails. If millions of PayPal users start splitting dinner bills, gifting, or reimbursing with PayPal stablecoin, PayPal USD, that's crypto becoming money in motion. It is one less piece of red tape before new users are embedded into crypto as a whole. And crypto, therefore, doesn't become just a speculative asset. It becomes part of people's everyday lives. This is how adoption shifts from exchanges and crypto native niche kind of services to everyday life. Now, here's where it really clicks. PayPal isn't limiting this to its own applications. Through PayPal World, they're aiming to connect 2 billion users across major wallets and payment systems. That means PayPal links won't just work in PayPal or Venmo. They'll extend to a rapidly growing number of external digital wallets worldwide. That's interoperability at scale, crypto and fiat payments across borders, across apps, and across currencies. And PayPal is planting itself in the middle of all of this as the hub. Here's where it gets a little bit deeper down the rabbit hole and interesting. If you look at some of PayPal's prior filed patents here, and let me see if I can scroll to the top. Um, let's get into the weeds a little bit. Patent number 1, wallet access controls, automatic access and restriction of NFTs. This is a pending U.S. patent, publicized in 2023, outlining how PayPal could control access to wallet assets based on factors like user location, device data, or identity. And in that filing, they explicitly mentioned Hedera's HBAR. Let me pull this part up for you guys so you can see it. All right. Like physical money, cryptocurrencies are fungible, e.g., they can be traded or exchanged one for another. For example, one HBAR is always equal in value to another HBAR. And this, as we can see up at the top here, this is an application filed by PayPal. That's PayPal naming HBAR along Bitcoin and Ethereum as a fungible currency. It shows PayPal has been, at the very minimum, exploring Hedera within research and development infrastructure, not just as an afterthought. Number 2 is a biometric patent, utilization of biometrics in creation of secure key or digital signatures. Same deal, talks about Hedera alongside other ecosystems. Here's what it describes: receiving biometric identifiers such as fingerprint, retina, face, or even handwriting motions to validate inputs. Enabling that with a digital key through a synthesizer, generating a multi-factor signature that executes blockchain transactions. They go further, adding voice modulation with white noise, using handwriting pressure as a cryptographic input, tying NFTs to biometric assets, and even allowing wallet recovery through biometrics. This is PayPal tackling the 2 biggest user barriers that are stopping crypto adoption. Number 1, fraud, and paired right alongside with that is key management. If crypto wallets can be secured and recovered with biometrics, adoption will skyrocket. And pretty crazy to see Hedera mentioned. Both of these patents were publicized in 2023. So zooming out, as I mentioned before, and let me close with this real quick. This is a Universal Digital Payments Network document from last year. And this is talking about a testnet transaction between the Hedera Foundation and PayPal-USD. The transaction details presented below. To complete the swap, the Hedera Foundation selected, et cetera, et cetera. So yeah, pretty interesting that there were some trials going on in testnet, at least with PayPal-USD also. So let me zoom out just briefly on the PayPal stuff, and then we'll move forward here. Number 1, PayPal Links announced today, September 15th, making crypto easy, peer-to-peer payments, Bitcoin, Ethereum, and PayPal-USD directly integrated in PayPal's massive user network. Number 2, PayPal World, making that global. Number 3, patents that they've been working on for years. This isn't just a shot in the dark. This has been going on for a long time, making all of these things secure. They've obviously tied in Bitcoin, Ethereum, Hedera into the mix of this stuff as well, at least at the R&D standpoint. This is PayPal positioning itself as a core on-ramp for mainstream adoption of digital assets and crypto technology. Other adoption headlines as we ramp down through here, and let me just get through some of them. First and foremost, we saw the REX-Osprey XRP ETF. This is going to be the first one. It's a 40-act wrapper. Now, I want to give a huge shout out to Eleanor Tourette for breaking some of this down for you guys. The REX-Osprey XRPR ETF will supposedly launch this week. To Eleanor's understanding, it's a spot product and a 40-act wrapper that holds real XRP plus cash, treasuries, and some derivatives. Basically, a spot exchange-traded fund with extras and is more regulated than traditional spot products. You can see Rex Shares also posting the official announcement. And if you dig into the weeds, you can go to the SEC investment advisor and sub-advisor documentation. All right, so that is number 1, and that's obviously a huge win for XRP legitimacy and traditional finance. Number 2, I wanted to go over this because I thought that this was just pretty cool. An iconic view from Wall Street on chain at the New York Stock Exchange. It looks like XDC Network had a bit of an NYSE takeover. So huge shout out to the XDC community in that regard. And then finally, I saw this. This is Algorand convenes Humanitarian Aid Payments Council, welcoming new members across aid, finance, and blockchain. This is United Nations. This is Mastercard pay code. Just a bunch of big heavy hitters here. You can see the full list: WorldPay, Circle, Mercy Corps, UNDP, some names that should definitely ring a bell. The mission is scaling blockchain aid and disbursement, and they even unveiled an aid trust portal to track payments transparently. Uh, and Hasab Pay, which is obviously integrated with Algorand, has already enabled tens of thousands of families in jurisdictions like Afghanistan and Syria to receive aid directly on Algorand. That is blockchain impacting real lives. And then to kind of close us out here, I saw this right before I did this video. And I think it's another huge testament to just the power of blockchain to impact everybody's lives. When small businesses and veterans thrive, this is from Ripple, so do communities. We're proud to announce a $25 million donation of Ripple USD or RLUSD on XRP Ledger to Axion Opportunity Fund and Hire Heroes USA. The investment highlighting how stablecoins can drive real-world impact by empowering entrepreneurs and veterans with tools and capital that they need to succeed. You can see here Ripple committing $25 million to boost American small businesses and veteran career successes. It is awesome to see initiatives supporting veterans in the United States. And I want to close with this. So kudos to Ripple. Hosted the Hello Future Origins Hackathon closing ceremony today. This is one of 3 chapters of Hedera's $550,000 epic hackathon trilogy. The first was Origins, the second is Ascension, and the third is Apex. So if you guys are interested in hearing innovation across DeFi and tokenization or artificial intelligence and agentic AI or sustainability and ESG, or even some of the legacy and OG builders on Hedera, this was a really cool podcast. And if you guys want to go and give Genfinity at Genfinity.io a follow on X, that would be very much so appreciated. And at Genfinity Media on YouTube. I do a ton of podcasts and interviews here. I will drop some alpha. I'm doing an interview that I don't know if I can release it on Wednesday or not, but it is going to be with Axelar and Midas. That is not a sponsored interview. They reached out and just decided to do that interview for them about a new XRP product that's coming out for XRPFI. That will be this Wednesday. So you might want to go and give at Genfinity and IO a follow if you want to catch that interview first. Also doing a really big interview that we should be announcing and doing here very shortly with XDC Network and a really, really, really big guest. We have the Hashgraph Association hackathon interview tomorrow as well. Just lots of content coming out. And yeah, anyways, I'll ramp us down here. So let's recap. PayPal is embedding crypto in global payments. Their patents showcase, at the very minimum, research and development work with ecosystems like Hedera and certainly integrations with Bitcoin and Ethereum. XRP is getting its first kind of fully regulated ETF and financial product in the US this week. XDC is taking over Wall Street, and Algorand is scaling humanitarian aid. This is all just not hype. This is mainstream adoption in motion. Last week, we talked about all of the amazing stuff going on at the NASDAQ. And man, I mean, last week was pretty crazy to capture, but this week looks like we're not slowing down anytime soon. The rails are literally being built and the time is now. So what do you think? Is this crypto's moment for mass adoption? Are we in some sort of a utility cycle? Drop your thoughts in the comments. Please like and subscribe this content so you don't miss the next deep dive. So I appreciate you guys joining today, and thank you very much. And I'll talk to you when I talk to you. Bye.